Are you an executive level leader seeking a $200,000 to $500,000 a year role? Have you been ghosted, rejected, and invisible to employers for months or even years? If so, then you should be working with LinkedIn's #1 rated executive career coach, Marcus Hall, and his executive jobs on-demand job acquisition program, because it's not just an option, it's a definitive answer to ending all of your job search frustration. This program is designed to help you land the leadership role you desire in less than 45 to 90 days. No more endless applications, no more silence, no more wondering what went wrong. Let's start with why leaders trust Marcus Hall over any other executive coach. Most executive coaches teach people how to use LinkedIn, but Marcus, he basically owns LinkedIn. With over 70,000 highly engaged followers, 2 million post views per month, and a 6,000-member newsletter, he has built one of the most active, faith-driven leadership audiences on the platform. LinkedIn has officially named Marcus one of its top 400 most influential and inspirational voices of 2025, placing him among an elite group of leaders. When your profile, messaging, and positioning are rebuilt under his framework, you're viewed as part of the same trusted network that influences decision-makers daily. While other coaches advertise for attention, he is already teaching, inspiring, and reaching the exact decision-makers his clients want to work with every single day. His faith-based leadership brand builds trust at scale. Every post he creates consistently draws over 3,000 reactions, even 5,000 views, and 300 or more meaningful comments from senior professionals. When you start working with him, his posting system is adjusted to spotlight your brand directly in front of those same decision makers, capable of opening doors to interviews and offers that can change your career overnight. Now let's talk about what this program does for clients that they cannot do alone. Without this system, you have generic resumes buried in ATS filters. With it, you get executive-level resumes crafted to attract decision makers. Without this system, you're sending blind applications. With it, you get access to the hidden job market where 85% of $200,000 a year or more roles exist. Without this system, you go into interviews unstructured. With it, you receive structured, high-level interview coaching from specialists who train executives to close offers. The system consistently converts. Clients achieve 2 to 5 executive interviews weekly within 2 to 3 weeks. The application to interview conversion rate is 85%. The interview to offer conversion rate is 30% or higher. Compensation increases range from 20 to 60%. The average placement timeline is 90 days, and there's a 100% satisfaction rate backed by a 90-day money-back guarantee. Now let's talk about why LinkedIn is the answer to your executive job search. LinkedIn has 1.2 billion total users worldwide, including 10 million C-level executives, 180 million senior-level influencers, and 63 million decision-makers with hiring authority. 85% of executive roles are filled through networking, not job postings. 77% of recruiters use LinkedIn as their primary sourcing tool. 90% of executive search firms maintain an active LinkedIn presence. 70% of C-suite placements originate from LinkedIn networking connections. Unlike job boards, LinkedIn provides direct access to hiring managers who make $200,000 a year or more hiring decisions. Cold applications have only a 2 to 3% success rate for $200,000 a year or more roles, while LinkedIn warm introductions have a 35 to 50% success rate for executive interviews. Now let's talk about why you're not getting interviews right now and how this system fixes it. Over 96% of all online applications are never seen by a human being. The average job posting attracts over 500 applicantees. Only 2% of online applications result in success. About 90% of job seekers continue to apply online, not realizing they're fighting for the 15% of job openings that are publicly listed. In contrast, 85% of job openings are never publicly posted. Executive Jobs on Demand fixes this by giving you a completely different approach. Instead of competing with hundreds of applicants on job boards, you'll tap into the hidden job network where you compete with only 8 to 10 qualified CA and I dates. Instead of having your resume filtered out by ATS systems, you'll bypass them entirely and get your materials directly in front of decision makers. Instead of waiting and hoping, you'll have a predictable system that generates 2 to 5 interviews every single week. Now let me introduce you to the tools that make this possible. TailorWhiz is the world's #1 job tailoring tool. It allows you to tailor your resume based on the new 2026 ATS algorithm rules for any role in under 60 seconds. You simply copy and paste the job description, click a button, and in 58 seconds, you have a perfect resume plus a one-page solution asset ready to send. Job Intel 360 is the world's #1 job search technology. It identifies and locates hiring managers in just seconds for every role. So you bypass ATS systems. Your tailored resume and solution asset go directly in front of decision makers. Here's what clients can expect. You will receive a consistent and predictable flow of 2 to 5 or more targeted job interviews every single week, driven by an 80% interview acquisition rate for the $200,000 to $500,000 a year or more roles that best align with your unique goals. This focused approach ultimately yields an approximate 30% conversion rate from those interviews into real tangible offers, leading to exception-only high pay raises typically between 20 to 40% or more per client. Now it's time to make a decision. If you're serious about landing your next $200,000 to $500,000 a year executive role, here's what you need to do right now. Click the link in the description below this video to book a free executive breakthrough call with us as soon as possible. Let me be crystal clear about something. Marcus only works with executives who are serious about transforming their career. He does not work with tire kickers, window shoppers, or people who are just curious. There is an upfront 4-figure investment required to be part of this program, and that's by design. It weeds out those who aren't committed from those who are ready to take action and change their lives. If you're still here and you know this is for you, you have 3 ways to take the next step. First, use the link below to book your free executive breakthrough call. Second, call Marcus directly at 281-883-6465. That's his direct line. Third, email him at marcus@executivejobsondemand.com. But don't waste his time. If you're not ready to invest in yourself, if you're not ready to do the work, if you're not serious about finally ending your job search frustration, this program is not for you. However, if you are ready, if you're tired of being ghosted and rejected, if you're done being invisible to employers, and if you're committed to landing the executive role you deserve within the next 45 to 90 days, then take action right now. Book that call, pick up the phone, or send that email today. Your breakthrough is waiting.